So hello people, cooking on the Corsican here, and a very, very happy new year to you, 2019. Kettle's just come to the boil. Now, we're going to apologise again for not being here, but we weren't on the boat after Christmas. In fact, we weren't even on at Christmas. But I'm going to show you something just quickly. It's going to be just a very quick little vlog. In this pot here, I've got some Savoy cabbage. And as you can see, if Steve zooms into it, there is no stalk in it. I've painstakingly went through every leaf and took all the stalk off it. Now this is how they would do it. This is how it would be done in a very posh, chefy type restaurant. But it's a cracking way to do cabbage, this, because you're getting the benefit of all the goodness of the cabbage. I've got a boiled water here. I'm going to put the boiled water straight into the cabbage. That kettle has just come to the boil. I'm going to pour this pot straight in here. Okay, I'm going to put the ring back on at full. And I'm going to salt this cabbage. You must salt your vegetables. Now, I'm basically only going to let this come to the boil, and I'm going to take it off the heat and I'm going to strain it out, and I'm going to make sure it all dries out nicely. So really it's just getting blanched in boiling water. Now, when it comes to wanting it, when you've dried it all out nicely in the colander, put your hands through it, make sure you get all the water out of it. All you have to do is put a knob of butter in a non-stick pan and throw your cabbage in. Get the pan nice and hot, put a nice knob of butter in it, and then put your handfuls of your cabbage in, however much you want. Heat it up, a little bit of seasoning to taste, and you'll have the most delicious cabbage, much nicer than, you know, people who put cabbage on and cook it for 45 minutes. I mean, really, you'd be as well throwing the cabbage away and drinking the water. People used to do that, by the way, years ago, drink the cabbage water. But really, cabbage like this takes no cooking at all. It takes a minute and it's done, and then you can drain it and you can do it as exactly how I'm telling you, and your cabbage will retain all its goodness and it will also retain all its colour. I'll also give you another little tip. Any vegetable that grows above the ground, you add the boiling, you put the vegetable in the pot and you add the boiling water to it. This is the principle. Any vegetable that grows under the ground, you put it in the pot, fill it up with cold water, and you bring it to the boil. And that's the right method with any of those vegetables. So remember that. If it grows above the ground, you put boiling water in. If it grows below the ground, you put it and bring it to the boil. So there you go. There's a nice little tip for you. I'll just give you a little view here. This is a little braised steak. You've got the recipe for that. Liz Endicott, this is for you, because I put some nice little sausages in here with the braised steak. Now, if I was going to make a steak pie, I would put all that in a nice ashet, and I would cover it with puff pastry and do it in the oven and have a beautiful steak pie with the sausages in it. That's the way the Scottish people do a steak pie. So I do apologise that we haven't been here. I was going to do fish, but as I say, we haven't been on the boat since before Christmas. This is the 12th of January. We're at our moorings. It's windy, cold and windy, but we've got the fire lit. We're nice and comfortable here. And we're just going to have a nice dinner and stay here tonight and just dry the boat out. But I thought I would just show you this little vlog and show you this delicious way of doing cabbage. Now, you couldn't do it with you couldn't do this with that old horrible white cabbage that you make coleslaw with. You also couldn't do it with the red cabbage. But all Savoys and that type of cabbage, that's the right way to cook it. You certainly don't want to put it in water and boil it for 15 to 20 minutes or even longer, because really all you're doing is really just wasting the cabbage. The other thing is, don't put a lid on it. Stuff that grows above the ground, don't put a lid on it. All that'll do is it causes the stuff to lose its colour. So I wouldn't do that. You don't just, at the end of the day, you don't just eat with your mouth, you eat with your eyes as well. You know, if food looks nice, you think, oh, that looks lovely, that. I think I'll eat that. So hope you all had a marvellous Christmas and a good New Year. You've now had nearly 2 years of cooking on the Corsican, although videos this year have been quite sparse, purely because we've all got other things on their plate. That just needs to come to the boil. Now what I will do is I'll just stick my lid back on top of my braised steak there with my sausages, and we're having this for our dinner this evening. We're having this, we're having nice cabbage, and we're having some nice crushed potatoes for our dinner. And I do promise the next vlog I will do some fish. But this was just a little extra, just to show you all how I do my cabbage. It's not coming to the boil very quickly. But I'll tell you what I'll do, rather than standing here saying nothing and doing nothing, I'll take a pause and I'll come back to you when this boils and show you how I just finish it off, okay? See you when I get back. So welcome back, people. Just to let you know, that was only took about 90 seconds for that to come to the boil. But it's now at the boil. I'm going to just leave it for 30 seconds or so. I'm not going to give it too long at all. I'll just give it a nice little stir. And do notice that I've used the outside leaves. People throw these away. They're shredded up lovely. As long as there's no bad bits on them, they're absolutely beautiful to eat. There's all a lot of flavour in there. Now, do you know something? I'm not going to cook that any longer than that. Really, the time it's took to come to the boil. And then I've got my colander in the sink. I'm just going to pour it slowly. Just let most of the water get out first. Notice I've got a cloth in my hand so I don't burn myself. Don't do that at home. I've got asbestos fingers. I'm going to get every bit of cabbage out of this pot. Every bit of water. There you go. I shall wash that pot in a minute. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure I get all the water out of that. I'll give it a shake. I'll come back to it in 5 or 10 minutes. I'll give it another shake until I've got all the water out of it. And then once it's all nice and dry, you could even put some kitchen towel out and just dry it off. Pat it with some kitchen towel. But you can then just cover that up with something like this and go back to it as you need it later on. And if you've got people coming for a meal or you need to have stuff ready in advance, that's a really good one because it's done and dusted. You could do that in the morning, and then at night when you want it, all you have to do is put a big pan up, get the pan nice and hot, knob of butter, put your cabbage in, season it, give it a quick stir fry. Absolutely delicious. And your cabbage will retain all its flavour. So anyway, that's it. If you've enjoyed the video, go down, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one, which will definitely be fish. Bye bye for now.